block it, so you could see. Boom,
Hey y'all.
block it, block it. I'm playing Pong. Boom, boom, boom.
So we are live.
Hey, I know. They always get us with the, we gotta. This how we keep them spicy.
That's more you.
Keep them right. Hello, everybody, and for all my football fans out there, it's football season. Yes, it's football season, y'all. But it's always our season.
Hey y'all. Welcome back.
Um,
Listen, we had to move to a new night because it was just becoming too hectic to try and work it around, especially since soccer is back up. Well, again, right start. It is started actually. So we are on Monday nights. We ain't worried about having to get nobody early, go leave, all the other stuff. So welcome to the
the new
new
day,
day.
the new day.
Time is
As,
still the same, but
yeah, they say. I ain't gonna say it because I don't even know the saying. So we're just gonna keep it going. I don't remember the saying.
so thank y'all for joining us. Tonight's topic is God's plan. I forgot what else we were saying about just knowing when to stay. I don't know what I said. Y'all can see the description when y'all get there. But
Oh, baby, you ain't tell me what you put.
I said God's plan.
Oh, yeah, because I had said sticking to God's plan or just God's
I
plan.
can't remember.
Um, but it just kind of, I guess, resonated with me with everything that's
What it
uh
means to follow God's plan, even when it looks like it's not working.
ooh, you went in the deep end with no life jacket. Yes. Yes. But it kind of just hit me. Trina always text me or I text her, babe, what's our topic this evening? And I'm pretty sure we might have already touched on this. Uh, but it's nothing ever wrong with going back because we just need that reminder. Sometimes we need that reminder, man. Life will get the life in, and the world will get the world in. And as you know, the world is worlding right now. So we just feel like this will probably be a great time to let's jump back in and see when we in God's plans, anything and everything is possible.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just kind of realizing um his plan may not always look the way that we expect it to, and just knowing that we still have to ride it out even if it looks like it's not going to go, the best way. We know in the end it will ultimately be the best way because everything is going to happen in accordance with his will. But when we're in the thick of it, right, it's hard to see sometimes the good or how it's going to play out because we don't have all the directions, we don't have all the steps, what have you. And so it's just remembering like there is no harm that can come when you're following his lead.
No, none at all. What as Trina was talking, I was just sitting there resonating in my head that we we want a plan to look like it for us, but sometimes we can't go in the plan thinking that what it is for us. We have to go in and knowing that God got us no matter what. And if we expect it to look a certain way, trust me, it ain't gonna look that way. Because a lot of times what we're doing when we want things to look a certain way, we're getting in his way of wanting it to be a certain way. But then we get stuck in our own heads and we like, nah, I want it to be this way. So sometimes we got to get out the way because we be in our own way.
Mm-hmm.
Because we be in our own way, y'all. I say it all the time. I don't know how many times I got in my own way. And I'll tell you, every time I thought of fear, I got in my own way. Every time that I thought, oh, I can't do this, I got in my own way of his way. So sometimes we just got to sit back and get out the way. Just get out the way and allow him to orchestrate this big what we say this ensemble of a life that we have. Because when we let him sit up front and orchestrate, oh, it's amazing. Yeah, we
Right.
got a little bit of luggage, mate. I don't know if you was
It's
paying
okay.
attention to it,
It's okay.
but it was just a little bit of luggage. I hope everybody's still good. But so what you think, babe? Do you getting this? You think you getting this way sometimes?
Oh, I know I get in the way. I actually put a post on today, even before you said about God's plan about um we have to still, continue in step and get out of his way, but also get out of our own way sometimes. Because like you mentioned, the fear, we might try and lean into the fear, and that fear causes us to procrastinate. That fear causes us to keep moving forward. And so we just have to realize, like, sometimes you really do have to let it go, because we can't control it no matter how hard we try to. um it's in the control is when we start fumbling it, right? Like when you talk about football season, like we'll fumble the ball if we try and control any and every situation. So
Right.
it's just realizing, like, nope, I need to let this thing go, in order to move forward the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, and and when we do that, as they say, miracles start to show face. I mean, and it's beyond words. It's beyond words. Some people, when that's why I say you got to get aligned, because when someone in your that's around you that's not aligned, they'll try to trick you to say, oh nah, that was just this, that was just that. Nah, this is all a part of God's plan, because I decided that I wanted to start walking in this righteous right path. Um, because walking your own path, half of y'all see where that got you. I know where it got me. And all you gotta do is sometimes it seems harder than it could be done. This all you gotta do is just talk to him. Just talk to him. Let him know that you are now following his way, his path. And you have to start moving like that. You have to start being like that. You have to start speaking the gospel, even when somebody like, man, why you do this? Because I now forget when I really started transition. I started paying attention to leaves falling off. I started paying attention to leaves falling off, but I didn't look at it as a bad thing. I looked at it as a good thing, because I'm going into my new season. Going into my new season, and sometimes you can't take those old leaves with you. You gotta shake those old leaves off, let the new leaves form, and just thank them. Just thank them. All knows what I've been going through in my last couple months. It's been, if I wasn't aligned, it would be way tougher to get through this. It would be so much tougher to get through it. But I know that even in the two surgeries that I had, even in the healing piece that I was going through the first time, and what I'm going through now, I know that he has me. He has me. If he didn't, I wouldn't be sitting here with y'all. Like, this is
Mhm.
just my mindset that I'm on now. That if I didn't start getting myself aligned and trying to get the family aligned and all these things, would I still be sitting here to be able to have this conversation with y'all, to
Right.
to 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 be able to continue to do these lives?
Hey, beautiful.
And I thank him every morning now for the fact of just waking me up to be able to breathe one more time. Then I thank him before I go to bed for me getting through that day, because it's it's been I wouldn't say a rough 2 months, but it's been what word could you say, mate? A challenging. But it's a good challenge though. It's not one of those challenges where you're like, I don't know if I can do this.
I think it's a challenge, but more from the aspect of it was an eye opener,
Yeah, man.
right? Of like how to appreciate each moment, how to experience gratitude, how to be just like intentional on being in the moment right here and right now, not worrying about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Well, if we had done this or we had done that, like that's what I think this season has been for us, which is just really like getting into the mindset like there is nothing that we can control
Nothing.
and that need to stop, right? So that we can appreciate and the value of what God is allowing to take place. Because even when it is a challenge, even when it's a hard moment, there's still always a lesson,
Always.
right? There's still something that God needs us to experience, something that He needs us to accept, something that He needs us to release in order to grow into the person that He has created us to be.
Yeah. Think about that. Yeah. So everybody's still growing. If you think that you can't continue to grow, then that's when you probably get lost in the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the, the great thing about the work that I do is that I get to tell these young people that I learn from you every day. I don't think I've ever heard growing up. This is just me. You know, you can kind of contest, baby. You tell me if you heard it too. But I don't think I've ever heard an adult tell me that they learned from me as a kid. But I tell my kids that I see on a consistent basis. I tell my own kids in here that I learn from y'all every day. I'm learning something from you every day. I'm learning you every day because every day you get up, it's a new day. It's a new journey. It's a new. So I have to sit back and I gotta and watch y'all like a movie and learn from you. So yeah, it's a
I don't
great
think
feeling.
I don't think we heard it before because I don't think people would have acknowledged that they learned something from a kid,
Right, right.
or that just watching a child or a younger adult, like the way they flowed. I don't think people necessarily would admit that. And even today somebody probably still doesn't admit that, but I can say I think it also helps the kids, the young adults, when we do say, "Hey, y'all taught me something today."
I
Like I
know
just
it.
remember the first time when I was in the classroom and I was trying to do something on a smart board and we couldn't get one video to pop up. And they was like, "Miss Henderson, you just hit this and then you hit that." And I was like, "Oh."
That's
So we
easy.
were able to watch it. So, but it's just like and they were so amazed. Like they taught me something.
And you extending that hand to and letting them know that you know what y'all taught me something today.
I
I did
sure
not
did say
I did
that.
not know that. And to be able to say that to a child, you don't understand that what that does
To their self
to their
esteem, to the
self-esteem
confidence.
because they're
Yep.
hearing an adult that we don't know if they look up to us or not, but to a certain extent they do. But it's like they're an adult and they just told me that they learned from me. And so now they want to continue to learn because they're like, because they what they call us unks. if they look at us at that stature, because I heard a kid say that he's like, man, that's a sign of respect that we have for our older people. If they call you OG, they call you unk, and those things, that's a sign of respect. So if you hear a kid say, "Unk, man, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that." Then other things that I realize that I do too. A lot of times, we don't know what the children go through on a consistent basis, right? So when you tell a kid, when you constantly tell them and you praise them for doing good things, and half the time they're getting in trouble for doing bad things, and that's the only time they may get spoke to. And when they
Mhm.
hearing, hey, man, I just want to let you know that what you did today, that shows so much sign of growth.
Jay said, beautiful." I was just like, Jay, they calling him Uncle already.
Man, I, that's it. That's it. Like so, I take it I take it with the badge of honor. You know.
Oh, that
uh,
is funny.
yeah. So and so,
Hey,
Miss
Patrika.
Miss Patricia, yes, yes, and this ain't a coincidence. I don't even live on coincidences no more. That something that you had this message was in there today. This not a coincidence. And we ain't talk to you today. This was all it's all designed in God's plan. Um, I'm so intentional on just watching and seeing things because again, we could miss so many things, little trinkets that he leaves us here and there, and just walk right over it. And just walk right over it. But it's not a bad thing. It's just that that's how fast we live in life. We
I,
don't slow down. So we always on the go with our pedal, with our foot to the pedal, and that Jones, the pedal is to the metal. That's how our life is. We always on. So you might as well say we have a lot of us have a car in life with no brakes, and so we flying through stop signs, we flying through red lights, and he's like, "I slow you down. I'm gonna slow you
listen,
down. I'm gonna slow you down." All right, so a lot of people they're like, Dre, you can't use this as a way of. Why can't I use this as a way of him slowing me down? Because I wasn't listening. It was some things that he probably was showing me, and I wasn't listening. I had a strong conversation with one of my partners about that. I said, God got a way of slowing us down before he got to sat us down. And now, if y'all don't understand what that mean is, when you not aligning and you're not listening, it's deeper consequences a lot of times to a lot of this stuff. Because again, our egos might be in the way. And he like, look, I need you to sit down, man, because your ego gonna get you in some serious trouble. And we not listening to that. We missing it because again, we had 1,000 miles per hour in the slow lane though. We ain't in the fast lane. We going 1,000 miles per hour in the slow
mm-mm.
lane. So we just gotta sit. We gotta get in that slow lane, use our blinkers, and get all the way over in that slow lane and do the speed limit sometimes. Like I say this to Nick all the time. I'll be like, oh, y'all see that? But half the time they facing their phone, right? So they miss so much stuff that they would see just riding. And that's us as adults. And we just going through life, we miss so many things because our heads be in the cloud, or we always thinking about the next two. We thinking about something that's happening 3 months later, but we got things that we got to take care of that's right in front of us. But we thinking about 4 months ahead, and that ends up clouding everything that we have right in front of us.
Right. I think, both Jay said it too, is we all know like you need to make the move before God sits you down type of thing. Like before God puts you in the timeout. And I think what we have to do is we have to redefine what timeout looks like or redefine what getting sat down means. Because for some, getting sat down, like you think back in the church, right? When you think about like when it's like usually when it's a minister that gets out of not out of line, but out of alignment,
Mm-hmm.
there's a period, that the elders or the everything will sit you down. And so you kind of have to, and so that's how we have to look at it is like, we have to be intentional in taking the time and doing what's necessary before we get that forced time out. Right. Because it could have been like God was leaving the breadcrumbs. He was leaving the God winks all along. But because, like you were saying, we're always in a rush, we don't see it. Then all of a sudden, it's like that big life event happens. And it was like, oh, now what I'm going to do. But it's not looking at the event as something like punishment.
No, that ain't punishment.
It's more or less like just time for you to
Reflect.
reflect. Yes, reflect and say, okay, God,
I, I
I'm
hear
in
you.
this situation right now. I hear you. I know what you're trying to tell me, but help me now work
Yes.
through
Now you gotta help me
what's
get through
next.
this right
Yeah,
here.
help me get through.
Because because it's one of the things, like, not to cut you off, babe.
You good.
We get we get lost, right? We get to that point, right? We here. And then God disappears. God disappears. Not he don't disappear, but we kind of
Tune them out.
tune him out. So he like, oh, okay. All right. I see how you is. Like God is like your like that best friend. He get jealous. He get jealous when you like, oh, I got you. I help you get here. And now you just gonna put me on the back burner. Go ahead, slow back down for a little bit.
But that's also the beautiful thing
Yes.
about God is
Yes.
even if we tune him out, he's still
He's
there
still
when
there.
we need him.
He's still there.
And
He's
that's the
still
thing,
there.
like that's the ultimate level of gratitude. Like I'm always saying, God, I know I don't deserve this, right? That's the mercy piece of things. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't deserve this, but I thank you anyway.
Yep. Yep. Because I know I'm the living testimony of it. And Trina could tell you, I tell y'all all the time, man, I questioned them so much because of some things that was happening to me as a young, and it wasn't even so much happening just directly to me. I was being selfish because all I was thinking about was me. But then when I was able to sit down and quiet myself and just listen to what he had to say to me, it was so easy for me to just go back to him and be able to lay in his arms again and just say thank you,
Yeah.
and just say thank you because yeah, ooh, made me think a little bit, y'all, made me think. But I'm so grateful for all that he's done. I'm grateful for the fact that he didn't say, "Oh, you turned your back on me. I'm gonna turn my back on you." That's one thing that I would say he never does. He's not turning his back.
Right.
He gonna push you. He gonna push you. He gonna do some things that you gonna be like, why me? But the question shouldn't be why me. It should be why not me? Because you are equipped for everything that he puts in front of you. You are equipped for everything that he's going to put in front of you. It's an old saying that God won't put too much on you that you can't bear. It's an honest truth. Because I sat there and I asked somebody this, man, and his response to me, why not you, Drake? He was like, because I asked him, like just talking to one of my partners, and I was like, man, I sit there all the time. I be thinking like, bro, why I cut my finger off? And he was like, man, why God didn't choose you? He said, out of all the people I know, bro, you probably the strongest person I know to be able to handle a situation like this. And then he helped me see what God already was telling me. But this ain't just no coincidence that this happened. This
Hmm.
happened because I'm about to prepare you for some things that's gonna blow your mind. And so you think this finger was something? Wait till else I show you. And it's not a bad thing, but it's also one of the things to where I wasn't in alignment. I wasn't I wasn't speaking his gospel. I was one of those that sat in the corner and just might have talked to myself, and I shared what he was sharing with me with everybody else. And so now that I have this platform, man, I love sharing it, and I share it outside of this platform, because it was so surreal to me of those things. Like it's been a very very great time with it. And like I said, if I wasn't in line, I don't know if I'll be ready. If I would have been ready for this, because it did mess with my mental some. And I can tell you,
That was in the beginning.
yeah,
I think it was because it was an adjustment that needed to go through. But I also think it was your opportunity to like really share how you're feeling, because I've noticed that you don't share that until it's like, oh, the bomb is going off. You know what I mean? And so now, you know, with stuff like this, like you're communicating more, you're sharing how you're feeling. So like the kids know it type of thing. Like it's not like what you're feeling is hidden anymore. Like it's a
and it
light
was
on
for
you.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
light now.
I
And
didn't think
it's
of it
like,
like that, babe.
nope, God is like, okay, just like Patricia just said, like, he's using you because you're going to be the testimony for somebody else. We don't know how it's going to happen. We don't know who it's going to happen, but there's going to be somebody that's going to cross your path that's going to need the encouragement
And it might have
from
already
your
happened.
store. It might have, but that's the thing about, like, it's God's plan. Like, you don't expect tragedy, right, to happen, because I'm every when it hits, you're like, oh God, like, why me? Like, your God's supposed to done it, all of those different things that people will say. And while we never know, why tragedy hits, there is a reason.
It's a reason.
It's just a matter of
Everything
God
happens for a
revealing
reason.
it.
Yep. Everything happens
And
for a reason.
sometimes that it may not be revealed, but we just don't know. But because of who God is, like there's still sacrifices, right? He still has to do things or allow things to happen because in the end, there's a purpose for everything. Yet purpose in the problem, Patricia. That's a good one. So it's just understanding like when the hard lessons come and it feels like you getting raked around the coals, like at some point or another, there is going to be a reason for it. It's just we have to be patient enough. We have to be open enough to ride it out to see the lesson in the end without giving up. Because I think sometimes we give up and we're like right on the cusp of it, but because it's not coming quick enough, we like, nope, I ain't gonna do that no more. Like I'm gonna quit. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
These glasses are getting on my nerves on why they keep slapping. But
Those the
um,
news?
hmm,
Those the news?
hmm
Oh.
um, it's just understanding like even when we're at the edge, like Pastor Battle talked about today, like talking to the mountain that's in your way, and like when the mountain is in your way, like the power of our voice is so powerful because it's like, have you told that mountain to move?
Right. Right.
Right? Have you
Or
told
you
that
try to always try
challenge
to
to
get around
move?
it.
You are we trying to look for a way around it
Right. Or go over it.
when
Yeah.
all you had to do was say move?
Yep.
And it was just so powerful to hear that, like, the power of your voice is one thing, but to hear him say it, like, you have what you asked for. If you keep saying, I'm not going to be able to do this, I'm not going to be able to do that, you won't be able
You
to do
not.
those things.
You already told yourself you
You done
can't.
talked
And you didn't
yourself out of
and you
it.
didn't put it in the universe that I can't do it.
Yep.
You didn't, and so what you going back to what you said when you said that God using me as a testimony. The crazy thing is, he so Nick practices normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Last week his practice got canceled to the Wednesday, and one of the soccer players that used to play with me, he plays on this new team, and I told Trina this story. The mom saw me as I was walking to the field, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, Mr. Henderson!" Oh, not Mr. Henderson, because it was my coach. It was like, "Coach Drake, what happened to you?" And so I'm explaining my story, everything that happened to her, and she raised both of her hands up, and she said, "Oh, you look like me now." And I did not. I've known this lady for years, and I did not know that she lost both the tip of her pointer fingers. She lost both of them. She got very, very sick where she was in a coma for like a year and a half. She lost, like, blood stopped circulating to her fingers, so she lost both of these fingers. And I'm sitting there, and as Trina was saying, telling y'all not the story, but what was going on, it made me think about that maybe the testimony wasn't for somebody else. Maybe it's for me. Maybe that was for me, and then now for me to help somebody else. Because again, like, I laugh and joke of, Trina hates that I laugh and joke or play about my finger, y'all. But this is how I get through it. Everybody grieves differently, but everybody on here that knows me, I'm a jokester at heart. This is what I like to do. I like to laugh. I like to make people laugh. So can I tell them about the epoxy bait?
No,
I
I'm
got
not.
to. I got to.
No, you
I
don't.
got to. Because that's for me.
Oh my
Yeah, it's not
gosh.
this not for nobody else.
Okay.
But I won't tell the story. She don't want me to tell the story. But y'all gonna get the story. Somebody gonna get
Then tell a story.
it.
I don't care.
Was we on the way to the
No, we were sitting upstairs at the dining room table.
I thought we was on the way to the
No,
surgery
we
that
was
day.
not.
So I said, babe, I need you to epoxy something for me. And she said, you bet not. And she already, because this how much she knows me. She already know where I was going with this. Because it had to be that Monday.
So if y'all don't know, epoxy is like this stuff that I use for cups or making molds and different things to where you get pretty much like
Save it for the rest of your life.
save it for the rest of your life type of thing. And so I just was like, I'm absolutely not. Like
I didn't even get to say it. I didn't even get to say what I wanted. I said, "Man, I need you to apologize."
I just knew exactly what she was talking about. I was
Audrey,
mad as I don't
she
know
was
what though.
so mad at me. But I'm being so serious about this because I want to keep it. It was a reminder to me that not just that God has had me in that moment. Cause I look at it and I'm like, bro, this could have been all four of my fingers.
Sir.
This could have been my wrist. This could have been my face. It's so many things that this could have been, but it wasn't. So it was not just in the moment, yes, it was joking, but it was also one of the things where I was like, man, it's just a reminder of how good God is, man.
I get that, but it's like certain things I don't need. You don't need a visual for. Like you just gotta just
So
remember.
So as we got to the hospital, I don't know if I told her this part, but I told the nurse, I said, "Hey, listen, my wife don't want me to keep it, but put that joint in my pocket.
Oh my gosh.
Put that joint in my pocket so I can keep it." And the nurse say, "We can't let you keep it. So who y'all gonna give it to? It's mine. Why can't I take it home with me? I get to take if my tooth fall out.
My
I got to keep
God.
my tooth.
Sir.
I could keep my finger." It's the same thing, right?
No, it's not.
I would have put it under my pillow. I might have got a $50 for
I cannot. Patricia, do not entertain him. Do
it.
not entertain
You would have
him.
had a suit like a rabbit's foot.
Cameron,
Yes.
listen.
Yes. There's no people that's with me.
Y'all do not entertain him. I'm
Yes.
getting right in this live. Do not
Yes.
entertain.
See what I'm saying, babe? But again, y'all, I didn't get to keep it. Just to let y'all know, they didn't let me keep it. But this is how, like, everybody grieves differently, right? Anybody that's ever been to a funeral with me knows that I joke at funerals because we have lost what funerals
Patricia,
are. Yes, yes, she is on my
Patricia,
team.
I'm gonna stop talking to you.
So, dang, I didn't forget what I was saying, y'all. I forgot what I was saying.
The funeral, being at
Oh
the
yeah,
funeral.
yeah. So
Hey,
we
beautiful.
kind of lost light in what funerals are, right? A funeral is a homegoing service. So we supposed to be there laughing and playing and joking. And I say this because I'm like, man, it's the selfishness in me that to for us to be here, especially when we know somebody that's like suffering, right? It's the selfishness in us for that person to be here in the physical realm with us, but they sitting on this earth and they suffering. So we gotta let them go. And it's a homegoing service. So where they're going, they're in a much, much better place than where we are. So I laugh and joke and play at funerals. And God knows me. And if I was ever wrong for it, he'd have been got me. He'd have been got me because he understands, like, man, this is what this is for.
I
Like,
mean, that's your way of grieving. That's your way of processing,
yeah, yes, yeah.
processing it
So,
all.
so that's why I say everybody agrees differently. So for me, in any negative situation like this, I just joke on it. I joke about it because it gets me through it. It helps me get through it. It keeps me in laughter and all these things. I had one of my kids' parents come to me today. She was like, "Dang, Dre, what happened?" Because when it originally happened, I had my whole thing, and I don't want y'all to think that I'm giving y'all the middle finger. Okay, I'm not. Not just missing that little piece right there. But it's just it's amazing that I can get through this. I know I can get through this because he gave me this in me to be able to laugh and joke about certain things and not take it the wrong way. Because again, I said that Sunday after the first surgery, I definitely was in my mental. I was in my mental, and I think it got worse as time and as the days was going because I don't take off work. And I don't when I say I don't take off work, I don't take off because I don't consider it work. I get paid to go in there and I have fun with my staff. I have fun with my kids. I have fun with everybody with the community, and And that's why I say this testimony may not just been for somebody else. It could have been for me because I see how much people have poured into me since my injury. And I know that people probably had poured into me before, but again, when you always on the go, bow, 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 you don't get to see it. You don't get to appreciate it. But I don't know if I told y'all about my second week, babe. They came, my staff came and did a drive by.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that made me feel so amazing because I'm like, man, they had so much other things that they could have been doing in their life, and they chose to spend at least 20, 30 minutes just to slide past here to see me to make sure I'm okay. So I love it. I love it, y'all. This has helped me become a better person as well. It helped me become a better husband. It's helped me become a better father. All these things has helped me become better, and it has helped my family become better as well on the grand scheme of things. Yeah, we still have our moments where we gonna have dysfunctional things. That's a part of life, but it don't stay that way for long. You know, it we could get it out the way real quick, real quick. All
Mm-hmm.
right, then let's sit down, let's talk about it, let's get it out the way. Whatever issues we had, we're not taking this to another minute of the day. Let's get it done right now and move on. And it has truly, truly been a blessing to have her because I thought she would have left me with losing one of these jobs. Hey, but she's still here.
Oh gosh, I'm about to end this.
Because it's been fun though, y'all. It's been fun. It's been amazing. She even helps me in the kitchen. Before she came down here to start the live, you need anything before I go downstairs? I said no. She like my sous chef now, y'all. And it feels good. I feel good. Cause my sous chef, my little man Nick, he used to be, but then he'll cut a few things and disappear. Now you need anything? You sure? I don't think she want me to cut off the rest of my fingers, so that's why she be watching me. but nah, y'all. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing thing, and definitely appreciate everyone's support. Um, especially you upstairs, man. You've been the best supporter, the biggest supporter, other than my wife right here. But yeah,
That's
good.
it.
We good.
I'm good.
I messed up with the joking.
No, you're fine. I think we said what we need to say. So just remember when it comes to the journey, look for God's plan in everything. Because a lot of times it's not going to look the way that we want it to look like, and we just gotta tough it out and stick through it. But like Pastor Battle said, speak to that mountain, tell that mountain to move, tell it to get out the way. And sometimes you might be that mountain, right? Because you're standing in the way of you doing what you need to do, or you're standing in the way of what God is supposed to do. So
Blocking your own blessings.
blocking your own blessings. So thank y'all for joining us tonight on our new night. We will be on Mondays now because right now nothing conflicts with this.
Yeah.
Tuesday and Thursday, we got two teams going on, so it was just too much to figure out. But so thank y'all for joining us on our new night. This is fun.
It was. It didn't feel different with it being on a Monday night, but I think Monday night's gonna be the spot.
We'll be all
I
right.
think we had more people in here on Monday night than we had on Tuesday. So Monday it is. Monday it is.
So
So again, don't block your blessings. Get out your own way, and don't play around sharp objects.
good night, y'all. See y'all next week.